everyone, and welcome back to a new part of Yu-Gi-Oh! POKeDUEL. Guys, if you're a Pokemon fan, this game is for you. And if you're a Yu-Gi-Oh! Fan, this game is definitely for you, because it's the perfect mix of both worlds. I feel honored that I got to see the continuous improvement of this ROM hack since version 1. I have played every version of this ROM hack on my channel, and every time they outdo themselves. And I honestly thought that they reached the peak with patch 4.0.5 with the addition of the Duelist Kingdom arc, because it was one of my childhood dreams to create a team of my own Yu-Gi-Oh! Monsters and defeat Maximilian Pegasus in his own tournament at Duelist Kingdom, which we did just that. So thank you to the ROM hack maker for that awesome experience. But now I am happy to introduce to you patch 4.0.6, which actually they outdid themselves. They added new monsters, they added new areas, they added new mechanics and events, and most importantly, added a new game mode that I'm going to show off for you. And I hope that you enjoy this journey as much as I will. And yeah, that's all we have to say. Hello there, Slifer with a new sprite. And without further ado, guys, it's time once again to duel. Hello there, Kuribo, always a pleasure. And now, do we get Dr. Crowler or Professor Oak still? It's still Professor Oak, not Dr. Crowler. That's okay. Hello there, Adham. Glad to meet you. Likewise, Professor. Welcome to the world of Pokemon, otherwise known as Yu-Gi-Oh! POKeDUEL. My name is Oak. People affectionately refer to me as the Pokemon Professor. This world, and hello there, Cyber Dragon, as beautiful as always, is inhabited far and wide by creatures called Pokemon, or Yu-Gi-Oh! Duel Monsters as you know them. For some people, Yu-Gi-Oh! Duel Monsters are pets, others use them for battling. As for myself though, I study them as a profession. Well, good for you, Professor. But first, tell me a little about yourself. Now tell me, are you a boy or are you a girl? Well, I'm a boy, sir. Let's begin with your name. What is it now? Well, did you forget, Professor? My name is Adham, of course. Ah, yes, Adham, I remember now. Right, so your name is Adham. Yes, indeed, sir. This is my grandson. He's been your rival since you both were babies. Yeah, and I don't know why. Maybe I didn't stop crying, and every time they say Adham in front of him, he gets super angry or something. What was his name now? Well, we don't have yeah in the options here, so I'm gonna give him again our rival's name, the person who always wants to be acknowledged for some reason. So, and I just actually finished watching WrestleMania 41 Night 1, so yeah, I saw what happened there, no spoilers. Was it Roman? Yes, indeed, sir. Your grandson's name is Roman. That's right, I remember now. His name is Roman, and he always wants me to acknowledge him for some reason. Well, that's understandable. Adham, your very own Pokemon legend is about to unfold. A world of dreams and adventures with Pokemon awaits. Let's go! And just like that, the game begins. Now, the first major change is this TV right here, where you enter a password to unlock things. Now, those passwords will be revealed to us through the gameplay of the game itself. But if you would like to check all the passwords and what they unlocked, you can check the Wikia, and I'll put the link to the Wikia in the description down below. It has all the information like the complete Pokedex, the gym leader teams, how to obtain different evolutions of the same monster, the different ways they evolve, and etc. So please send your support to the ROM hack maker and the people who helped him making this awesome ROM hack. They did a wonderful job, and they continue to do so by continuously improving it. Now, I personally am not gonna use this feature of the password setting unless absolutely necessary. And one thing I noticed, in the change log it said that this should be automatically set to fast, but this was not the case for me. And while we're at it, let's change the color of the frame. Green or blue? I will go with blue this time. And also we have those three features making a comeback. We have auto run, thankfully, to make things faster. And we also have infinite repel. And we have Heal Team. Now this is a very welcome new addition in order to heal our team anywhere without the need of the Poke Center or items like the one we're about to withdraw, the potion. It renders them useless since our gameplay style is already not using the items in battle, so for me that's not a huge loss. And there is no mail here, got it? Now, time to set up game settings, do not mash A. We have a lot of options, let's take them from the top. Game mode options. We have default, sandbox, the newly added pack simulator, which I'm gonna choose, and information about them, so let's choose that. Default is the regular way to play. Sandbox lets you add any monster to your team at any point, as well as access to any items/eggs and more. This is done via talking to a kid in Viridian City, if I remember. Pack Simulator is where you obtain monsters by pulling packs instead of catching them. One word of advice before you choose this setting though, is that you get locked out of gift Pokemon. So a certain mascot of ours, we cannot obtain him normally like we did in the previous runs. That made me a little bit sad, but who knows, maybe fate will demand that he's added back to our team, we'll see about that. But yeah, that is my warning if you want to choose the Pack Simulator setting like I will. You are locked out of gift Pokemon, just putting it out there. Packs can be opened in any Poke Center, good to know, with Sadie and... what was her name? I don't remember the other name, the one who cosplayed as Dark Magician Girl. Dorothy! How can I forget? Dorothy, of course! Would you like to play on scaled? More badges equal more access to stronger cards, or unscaled? Access to all cards from the start. So this is self-explanatory, but I prefer scaled instead because I don't want to open up with obelisk or something like that from the get-go. So scaled is an awesome feature that lets you progressively get stronger, so I like that instead. Now, difficulty options, standard, hard, and brutal. What is the difference? Difficulty plus level cap settings can be altered throughout your journey. With the standard difficulty, you can play this game like a normal Fire Red game. Hard difficulty introduces dynamic leveling for certain fights, and disables the bag in battle. Brutal difficulty, however, is the same as hard, except in important battles, AI will have teams with competitive setups and held items. So, for me personally, I will choose hard, because I don't want to rage quit on brutal. It's brutal enough that our team is randomized every time, kinda, because I'm gonna choose from the packs. But the number of packs you get is limited, and I'm not gonna repeat opening the packs by closing the game and open it again, so it's kinda randomized in that fashion. So next is the grind options. Let's check the information. There are 3 grinding options. With no EVs, EVs are removed from the games entirely. Okay, I played with that once, I didn't like it. With semi-grinding mode, all monsters have maximum IVs. With minimal grinding mode, all monsters have maximum IVs and EVs are removed from the game. So I'm gonna play on default, I'm not gonna change anything here. Now, randomizer options. Here we have randomized monsters, abilities, learn sets, and important battles. I have no idea how that will work, but it's an interesting concept. I will do it later though. For now, I would like to experience the game as normally intended. Other options, level cap, infinite rare candies. I would like to play with infinite rare candies, please. They can be obtained in Viridian City. So, that is our options. Good luck on your journey, Adham. Well, thank you, Mr. ROM Hack Maker. And toggle autorun, we already did that. And hello there, Mom. Right, all boys leave home someday. I said so. Oh, it said so on TV. Yeah, so it must be true. Oh yes, Professor Oak next door was looking for you, Adham. Well, I'm going there right now. Or am I? Because in Pallet Town, as you can see, we are at daytime because it's daytime in system time. But that can be changed at Professor Oak's lab, finally. Hey, wait, Adham, don't go out. It's unsafe. Wild Pokemon live in tall grass. You need your own Pokemon for your protection. I know. Here, come with me. So yeah, after finally figuring out how to change the system time clock to go to a day and night cycle, now we can automatically... Oh, hello there, our rival, Roman. Gramps, I'm fed up with waiting. Roman? Let me think. Oh, that's right. I told you to come. Just wait. Here, Adam. There are 3 Pokemon here. Ha ha ha. The Pokemon are held inside these Pokeballs. When I was young, I was a serious Pokemon trainer, you know. But now, in my old age, I have only these 3 left. You can have one. Go on, choose. Hey, Gramps, no fair. What about me? Acknowledge me. Be patient, Roman. You can have one too, and stop with the acknowledge me stuff. Okay, so now... Oh, that was the symbol for Bulbasaur. I was gonna say you added Bulbasaur, but no, that is the symbol for the Master Pack. And yeah, so... Master Pack is the one that has all the monsters, I believe, including legendaries, so... I'm gonna pick the first one and see what happens. Needle Worm as our first monster. Well, it's no Petite Moth, but it's still in that realm. Give it a nickname. What does it evolve to? Yeah, that worm stuff. Yeah, I have a name for you. What is that worm from Dune called? I don't remember. So I'm gonna call you Dune. Worm, because I can't remember. What is your name? So yeah, Dune Worm. Oh no, he picked the black chick, so they are not randomized for the rival. And the rival now has access to the Dread. Well, that's unfortunate. Wait, Adham, let's check out our Pokemon. Come on, I'll take you on, and when I defeat you in battle, you will acknowledge me. Well, our first rival battle of many with rival Roman. You have Black Chick, and we have Dune Worm. Well, this is the original tutorial stuff, so I'm just skipping over it. Now, what do we have? We have Poison Sting and String Shot. Well, Poison Sting it is then. Hopefully we... Oh, super effective against us. But we have Iron Barbs, so there's that. And he's poisoned. Excellent job there, Dune Worm. Okay, he's grounding a lot, but that means he's not attacking, so good for us. Okay, super effective, but Iron Barbs. Oh, and we have an item held. I forgot about that. You have an Orum Berry. Well, that's excellent. And an awesome thing about this ROM hack, guys, is that held items regenerate after the battle ends, so that's awesome. Now, Black Chick faints, and that means we have our first win against our rival Roman. What? Unbelievable! I picked the wrong Pokemon! You have the Dread, sir. You don't get to say that. And I thought of adding like special music when we defeat Mr. Roman Reigns here. So allow me to introduce you to the new sound effect of defeating our rival in a rival battle. Yep, I really love that music and the wrestler it's attached to. Okay, Adham, I'll make my Pokemon battle to toughen it up. Adham, Gramps, smell you later, and you will acknowledge me. Well, smell you later, Roman. Now, Adham, raise your young monsters by making it battle. It has to battle for it to grow. Well, good to know, but now we have Heal Team. And let's check our Dune Worm monster, our starter. So, Bug and Ground, relaxed nature. Iron Barbs, hurts to touch, 1/8 of the total HP. That could come very handy. Poison Sting and String Shot. Good to know. Now, here we have, of course, the infamous Roland. Hello there, Roland. Attention, duelist. I can adjust your game settings. So, here we have mini-bosses. Some route trainers have been turned into mini-bosses to make the game more interesting. Mini-boss battles is on. Would you like to change that? I'm gonna leave it as it is. Attention, duelist. Goodbye. So, anything else here? AI control is a new feature as well. No, it was actually introduced in a previous patch, but I never used it. With AI control enabled, the AI will control your actions. Oh no, Skynet? In all trainer battles. AI control is currently off, and I would like it to stay that way, or it will take over the world, so I'm not gonna play with that, Roland. You have access to ultimate power there. Select a card in your party and I'll tell you if it evolves. This is a new feature added in this patch, so some monsters have more than one evolution, so and it's very obscure on how they evolve into those evolutions, so you can check it here. This monster evolves, it has one evolution. Oh, and something else. If you have a monster that has multiple evolutions, for example, Ancient Gear Soldier that evolves into Ancient Gear Golem, who further evolves into Ultimate Ancient Gear Golem, this scientist right here is still gonna tell you that your monster has one evolution, because he tells you about the immediate evolution of Ancient Gear Soldier is Ancient Gear Golem. So he doesn't tell you the whole chain, you know? He's not gonna tell you what comes after your evolution. So keep that in mind when you play. So in case you don't know, this scientist is a new feature, and this scientist is a new feature as well. Hello, I can change the time of day. Are you interested? You can put it at day or night or system time. So right now it's at system time, but this is a very nice feature because some dual monsters only evolve at night, and that was very, very difficult for me to do previously with some monsters, but now you can change this setting from this scientist right here, so thank you very much for this welcomed addition, Mr. Hack Maker. Now, we are going to leave Pallet Town, and we have our first encounter with Beaver Warrior. Hello there, sir. Now, I'm gonna run away for now. Hi, I work at a Pokemon Mart. It's part of a convenient chain selling all sorts of items. Please visit us in Viridian City. I know, I'll give you some samples. Here you go. And I remember he gives us a lot of interesting things. He gives us a potion, 5 Great Balls, and 3 Quick Balls, and 1 Ultra Ball. So definitely a very nice sample. I'm not gonna use those to catch any wild monsters. Hello there, Kuribo. Kuri! But there is one exception to that rule. I'm gonna... Wait, can I actually use a Pokeball outside of battle and catch a monster or not? I need to check that out. Am I locked entirely out of that feature? No, I can use it. I can still use it, okay. Because I would like to catch... Okay. I would like to catch any new monsters that I haven't seen before. So that's gonna be the only exception to my rule of using the pack simulator, catching new monsters. And we don't have access to the Dex Nav yet, so after we get the Dex Nav, it's gonna be easier to check what dwells in each of the tall grasses. And here we have infinite rare candies, so let's obtain all of them. Okay, does it keep going or... Okay, it keeps going and going. Okay, bag is full, finally. Now, this boy right here. My two favorite bugs are Petite Moth and Parasite Caterpillar. Well, normally, sir, you would tell us the complete Pokedex, but we chose the pack simulator, so it's not like Dio Brando can come and change reality into... Hello! I'm indeed Adham from an alternative universe to yours, bringing instructions from our overlord Dio Brando to tell you what you would get if you talk to this boy in Viridian City after you choose the sandbox mode. Now, when I first heard those instructions from the overlord himself, I found it hilarious that there exists a timeline where he got defeated by Jotaro Kujo. Are you kidding me? That was not even a fight in my world, that was a footnote. And since that fight, our master's abilities have since evolved, even beyond our wildest dreams, and I'm sure it's beyond your tiny comprehension as well, until he became the overlord of our universe. And he tasked me of telling you what you missed, or you didn't miss, your timelines Adham didn't tell you. If you choose the sandbox mode, what would happen? So that's what I'm going to do right now. So this is your spoiler warning. If you don't want to know what happens next in the game, what items this game has to offer, what monsters are in the complete Pokedex, this is your spoiler warning right here. And one spoiler I can say right now is that your timelines Adham is not gonna remember that Doonworm's name is Shai Hulud until the end of the run, so I can spoil that for you right now. So, what do you get? First we have the complete Pokedex over here, but I will check that out in just a second. You here obtain the ability pills that change the ability of your monster, but keep in mind that not all monsters have dual abilities, so it will not work on all monsters. Here we have a new feature added, All Mart, where you can obtain all the items available for selling, and we start off with all the different types of the Pokeballs right here. You can, of course, pause if you see something that you want to check the description of. And now we have also the items. We have an Absorb Bulb, Air Balloon, Assault Vest, Axe of Despair, Big Root, that's a new item. It boosts the amount of HP the holder recovers from HP stealing moves. That's interesting. Binding Band, Black Belt, Black Glasses, Black Sludge, I remember that. Charcoal, this is going to be an important item later. Choice Band, Choice Scarf, Choice Specs, Damp Rock, Destiny Knot, Dragon Fang, Dream Pill. Now this is a new addition and it will be very important for some evolutions later. Eject Button, Eject Pack, that's new I believe. When stats are lowered, the holder will be switched out of battle. Very interesting. Electric Seed, Eviolite. Eviomite, it raises the attack and special attack of a monster that can evolve by 50%. Wow, this one increases the defense and special defense, but it doesn't specify how much. Okay, Eviokite, it raises the speed of a monster that can evolve by 50%. Expert Belt. Flame Orb. Float Stone, reduces the weight of a Pokemon when held. Interesting. Heartstone, an item, an unbreakable stone that boosts the power of rock-type moves. That's a new addition, I haven't seen that one before, in your timeline I mean. Okay, Heavy D Boots. These boots prevent the effects of traps set on the battlefield. Huh, that's very interesting. Heart Scale, a heart-shaped scale that is very rare. If held by change of heart, her special attack increases by 50%. Okay. Horn of the Unicorn, Icy Rock. Light Clay, the duration of moves like Reflect and Light Screen. Magnet, powerful magnet that boosts the power of electric type moves. Metal Coat, boosts the power of steel type moves. Metronome, it boosts moves used consecutively until a different move is used. Wow! Wow, that's an awesome item. Wow, your timeline has some interesting items, I have to say. Maybe this has something to do with Dio Brando's plans. Miracle Seed, boosts the power of grass type moves. Misty Seed. Okay. Mystic Water. A teardrop-shaped gem that boosts the power of water-type moves. Is that from Nadia, the anime? In Arabic, we call it al-Masal Zarqa, so yeah, maybe it's related to Nadia and the Mystic Water, if I remember the name correctly. Never Melt Ice. Quick Powder. Extremely fine yet hard, this odd powder boosts the speed stat. Interesting, interesting. May be able to strike first, though this is not a guaranteed one. Red card. That's a card in Pokemon TCG, so that's awesome. The attacker is removed from battle if the holder is hit. Ring Target. That's a new one. Moves that normally have no effect will land on Pokemon holding it. Huh. So that's interesting if you can switch it to your opponent then. That's an interesting item. Rocky Helmet, of course. Safe Goggles. Scope Lens. Sharp Beak. Shed Shell. This Carapace enables the holders to switch out of battle without fail. I have no idea who would use this, except Orochimaru, of course. Boost the power of normal type moves, sure. What is that? It extends the terrain duration of the holder's move or ability. That is very powerful, I have to say. What is that? This sturdy umbrella protects the holder from the effects of weather. Okay, good to know. Draco Plate? It's a stone tablet that boosts the power of dragon-type moves. Is that related to... Okay, I'm not gonna spoil that yet. Dread Plate. Dark-type moves. Earth Plate. Wait. Why are they plates though? Is that a nod to Elden Ring? Like a tablet? Fist Plate, fighting type moves. Icicle Plate. Insect Plate. Iron Plate, steel type moves. Meadow Plate. Okay, reference to Yu-Gi-Oh! Forbidden Memories here. Mind Plate. Pixie Plate. Wait, we don't have the other one now? Okay, we'll have to check that out. Sky Plate. Splash Plate. Spooky Plate. Okay. Stone Plate. Toxic Plate. And Zap Plate. And those are the gems now. Only once though. Okay, those are the different types of berries that you can obtain. Of course, you can pause whenever you want or decrease the speed of the video. Okay, so All Mart has proven to be a very interesting addition. Next we have Get Egg. How many eggs do you want? Well, for an omelet I will choose one, maybe two. But yeah, this is how you obtain eggs in the sandbox mode. Shiny Encounter is an interesting addition. If you choose it, your next encounter will definitely 100% be a shiny. So once your Edham's timeline figures out that he missed on that, it's gonna be like, do you know how much time he spent wasting time catching shiny monsters? And do you remember his video when he caught all 6 shiny versions of the legendary dragons and the Egyptian god cards? Yeah, that took a very long time. Now you can just do that and your next encounter is guaranteed to be a shiny encounter. So that works well with the Dex Nav and with the Infinite Repel option. Now, it's time for the Complete Pokedex. Now, if you're not new and you want to only check the newly added monsters, I will add a timestamp right here to go to check the newly added additions to this patch. If not, this is the Complete Pokedex, starting with Dark Magician, of course, Winged Dragon Guardian of the Fortress, Watapon, Red Eyes Black Dragon, the Dread, who's now in the possession of your rival in your timeline, Landstar, Rocket Warrior, the Blue Eyes White Dragon, Man-Eater Bug, who evolves into Nobleman Eater Bug, Petite Moth, Cocoon of Evolution, the perfectly ultimate Great Moth, of course, Parasite Caterpillar, Poison Butterfly, Sangan, Kuribo, Wing Kuribo, Beaver Warrior, Dark Magician Girl, and I'm very, very happy that now we have an evolution for Dark Magician Girl. I've been asking for that since the beginning of this ROM hack, to be honest, in all timelines. Mystical Elf, Baby Dragon, Thousand Dragon, Harpy Lady Sisters, Summon Skull, Black Skull Dragon, Alligator Sword, Curse of Dragon, Cyber Dragon and Cyber Twin Dragon and Cyber End Dragon, hello there Zane, Thousand Eyes Idol, Relinquished, Thousand Eyes Restrict, hello there Pegasus, Alpha the Magnet Warrior, Berserkion, Axe Raider, who evolves for some weird reason into Vorse Raider, Basic Insect, who does not evolve into Insect Queen anymore, Toon Blue Eyes White Dragon, Buster Blader, Dark Paladin, Catapult Turtle, who now has an evolution, but that was added in the previous patch, not this one, Celtic Guardian, Beta the Magnet Warrior, Volcanic Shell, who now has an evolution. It's very funny because there is an item that was specifically made for Volcanic Shell since it can't evolve, but now it can, so that's funny. Feral Imp, Gaia the Fierce Knight, Giant Soldier of Stone, my reference to Adrenaline Digital or Monster Rancher, and now he has an evolution as well, so I'm very excited about that. Gearfried, Flame Manipulator, Flame Swordsman, Little Wingard, Guilford the Lightning, Baphomet, Chimera, Hitutsumi Giant, Revival Gem and Humanoid Slime, and I believe there is some interesting evolution that comes when Revival Gem is in your party, so yeah, I can't wait to show that to you guys. Jerry Beans Man, Jinzo. I really thought by the addition of this patch that they would add an evolution to Jinzo, but they added a pre-evolution instead. Oh well, you can't have everything, but can you imagine like Jinzo Lord or Jinzo... No, Jinzo Lord. I would love to add Jinzo Lord as the evolution of Jinzo. Jirai Gumo, Junk Synchron, Junk Warrior, Lajin, Lava Golem, Legendary... Can you add an evolution to Lajin if you have Mystical Lamp in your team, but we don't have Mystical Lamp in the game yet? So we do have the interaction between Baby Dragon and Alligator Sword, so I would have loved if Mystical Lamp was added and Lajin and Mystical Lamp had an interaction just like that, and there's an evolution for them, just like the Dragon, Alligator Sword Dragon interaction. Lava Golem, Legendary Fisherman 1 and 2, the Great Leviathan of course, Magician of Black Chaos, Mammoth Graveyard, Rioran, Manga Rioran, Malkid the Four-Faced Beast, Masked Beast Disgardius, Starboy, Mr. Boy the Link Monster, Musician King, and I can't wait to show you that Musician King finally can evolve to his ultimate form. 3 Days Grace can join the team. I wish that would happen in your timeline, of course. Mystical Tomato, Hungry Burger, and in the real world we have Angry Burger now, so that's funny. But he doesn't further evolve in this ROM hack yet. Penguin Soldier, Emperor Penguin, Saggy and Patton the Dark Clowns, Pot of Greed, Pumpkin the King of Ghosts, Queen's Knight, Archery Girl, Sanga of the Thunder, and he evolves into Gate Guardian, who has a pre-evolution added after Sanga of the Thunder, so that's very nice. Skull Dice, Swamp Battle Guard, Sword Stalker, Time Wizard, Guardian Iatos, and still we don't have Guardian Dread Scythe, even though I want to add her very badly. Thunder Dragon, Twin Thunder Dragon, Toon Dark Magician Girl, Toon Summon Skull, Necroshade, Dark Geroid, Sonic Bird, Change of Heart, Silent Magician levels 4 and 8, Karate Man, Death Kangaroo, Skull Servant, King of the Skull Servants, Harpy Bro, Clayman, X-Head Cannon, XY Dragon, XYZ Dragon Cannon, and do we have VW in the game? I don't think so, but imagine if we have VW and XYZ in the same team, so they evolve into VW XYZ Dragon Catapult Cannon! That would be awesome, but we don't have that yet. Dark Necrofear, Fortress Whale. Sorry by the way, I know that the ROM hack maker is doing his best of further improving this game. I'm just a greedy person. I want more More and more and more! This is awesome! Dark Necrofear, Fortress Whale, Burstinatrix, Ruby Carbuncle, Meteor Dragon, Meteor Black Dragon, Valkyrion, Wildheart, Big Shield Gardna, Blackluster Soldier, Embodiment of Apophis, Bubbleman, Illusionist, Urabi, Black Tyranno, Parrot Dragon, Mimicat, Neos, Mr. Nani, who is not Mr. Nani anymore, that's unfortunate, Aqua Neos, Flare Neos, Mudball Man, Wild Wingman, Yuzen Ryu, Sparkman, Battle Ox, Five God Dragon, of course, the big five, and then the Egyptian gods, Obelisk, Ra, and Slifer, of course, Blue Eyes Ultimate Dragon. Then we have Exodia and Exodia Necros. I'm not sure if the shiny encounter option will work with those monsters, but I will have to check that out. Gemini Elf, Elector, the Sovereign Bird, Celtic Guardian of the Noble Arms, Dark Flare Knight, Rampart Blaster, Seven Colored Fish, Illusionist Magician, Gaia the Dragon Champion, Gaia Knight the Force of the Earth, Cory Babylon, I love this monster, especially that it's in Raphael's team now, Avion, Flame Wingman, Aquamador, Neo Aquamador, Ancient Gear Soldier, Ancient Gear Golem, Blueback Dragon, who evolves into Barrel Dragon. I love this lineup, but I wish a further evolution of Barrel Dragon would be added, which is the fusion monster between them. Blade Skater, Cyber Blader, Cybertech Alligator, Cyclopean, Deathferal Imp, Gate Guardian, Gearfried the Swordmaster, Great Moth, Goldfine, Mauki, and Moki King, of course, Launcher Spider, Larva Moth, Lava Battle Guard, Little D, hello there, Marshmallow, Necroid Shaman, Rabid Horseman, Thunder Giant, Toon Alligator Sword, Toon Gemini Elf, Toon Mermaid, Winkuribo level 10, Glow Neos, Illusion Magician, Dark Sage, hello there sir, I loved using you in the Duelist Kingdom arc, Paladin of White Dragon, Black Chick, Red Eyes Metal Dragon the Dread himself, yes indeed, it's back with our rival, in your timeline of course, Rainbow Dragon, Ghostrick Witch, Gummy Seal, Mystical Beast Circuit, Judgeman, Divine Serpent G, Zoa, Metal Zoa, and the three legendary dragons Critias, Timaeus, and Hermos. Next we have Yubel, Yubel Terror Incarnate, Yubel Ultimate Nightmare. I remember using them in the team, that was awesome. Tiki Elder, Masked Beast, Armed Dragon levels 3, 5, 7, and 10. And next our mascot of I don't like that your timelines, Adam, is getting locked out of using Ojama Yellow. Hello boss! I can't say that anymore. So yeah, I miss Ojama Yellow. Ojama Knight, Ojama King, Steam Healer, Injection Fairy Lily, of course, Harpy Pet Dragon, Slot Machine, Fiend Kraken, Shining Flame Wingman, Ultimate Ancient Gear Golem, Dr. Crowler is happy somewhere, Frog the Jam, totally awesome, that is totally awesome indeed, Silent Swordsman level 3 and 7, Master of Oz, Cyber Petite Angel, Cyber Angel Benton, and Cyber Angel Dakini, Kutora, who evolves into Shunuros, Rainbow Neos, Destiny Hero Plasma, Destiny Hero Dreadmaster, Tyrant Dragon, Daedalus, Drillroid, wait. They changed something about Drillroid. They added a new monster in his evolution line, Steam Gyroid, Super Vicroid Jumbo Drill, Wall Shadow, Needle Worm, Dungeon Worm, that's the monster that Adham of your timeline did not remember its name, Archfiend Mirror, Newatori, Thunder Kid, Space Mambo, Mushroom Man, or the Clicker as in The Last of Us, Medabat, Chimera, Sapphire Pegasus, Judgment Dragon, Samsara Lotus, and Ryukishin. Now, for the next list, we have Ryukishin Powered, Frost and Flame Dragon, Dandelion, Thunder Dragon Titan, and Thunder Dragon Colossus, welcome back from the banned list, Stardust Dragon, Venom Boa, Phenomenon and Phenomenaga, Dark Cavalry, Archfiend Zombie Skull, Summon Skull evolution. Vampire Bat, I remember you, sir, who evolves into Vampire Lord, into Vampire Genesis, according to Camila, and it can evolve into other ways too. We have Giant Rex, Snowman Eater, Arcana Force the Fiend, who can, of course, evolve into Arcana Force the Dark Ruler, or the Light Ruler, or most importantly, into Arcana Force. Indeed, the Overlord's ultimate Standuda, followed by Toon Ancient Gear Golem, Red Eyes Toon Dragon, Toon Dark Magician, Black Terra, who evolves into Overtex Quatless, who I cannot wait to see in the newest Jurassic World movie, Mega Zowler, Outstanding Dog Marin, Skull Dog Marin, Mad Dog of Darkness, Behemoth King, Komori Dragon, who evolves into the lovely Serpent Knight Dragon, of course, Block Dragon that just got unbanned, very interesting, CRU, Starry Night Dragon, King's Knight and Jack's Knight, Chaos Emperor Dragon Envoy of the End, Breaker the Magical Warrior, and of course, Weevil Underwood hates this monstacado, Yatagurasu, Witch of the Black Forest, Sandwich, Humanoid Worn Drake, Certified, Treeborn Frog, Trade Toad, Substitoad, Death Frog, D3S Frog, Tatpool, Beel's Frog, Swap Frog, Ronin Toaden, and Dupe Frog. And if you thought that is all the frogs that we have, think again. We have more coming from Mount Miyaboku itself. Two-headed King Rex, which your timelines Adham will have to defeat in order to obtain his first gym badge. Mobius, the Frost Monarch, which I caught in my timeline and called it Cocytus from Overlord. Armored Basic Insect. Insect Princess, which is a lovely addition to the ROM hack. Orgoth the Relentless, hello there Duke. Luster Dragon 1 and 2, and their evolution Diamond Head Dragon, that's a beast actually. Lord of Dragon, King of Dragon, Alligator Sword Dragon, Snow Dragon, who evolves into Snowdust Dragon, who further evolves into White Knight Dragon, that's also another beast. Rescue Rabbit, our Pikachu, I remember you. Dark Ruler Hades and Dark King of the Abyss. We didn't get the chance to add those two, and very funny, they are eternal rivals, so I don't think they will work together in the same team. Air Neos, Evil Hero Inferno Wing, I would like to add you to the team. Grand Neos, Dark Neos, Zero the Ment, Vampire Lady, our Camila of course, Vampire Grace, and in my timeline I caught Vampire Grace and called her Shaltier, also from Overlord, and yes, in my timeline I won the whole thing with a team that is Overlord themed, so maybe your timelines Adham will get the same idea. Eldritch, Reaper of the Cards, and very funny that in my timeline there was no shiny version of that monster for some weird reason, the ROM hack maker did not make it, but in your timeline your Adham caught a shiny version of that monster, and I wonder where he got it from. That's very weird to me. Killer Needle, Armored Bee, and those two are very reminiscent of Beedrill that just got a new EX added in the Pokemon TCG. Kairushin, Ocean Dragon Lord Kairushin, and that's a very nice sprite. Doom Kraken, also a very nice sprite. I love all the sprites that got added to Meko Tsunami's team, to be honest. 13th Grave, Pendulum Machine, King of Yamimakai, Amazoness Princess, who evolved into Amazoness Queen and had a beef with our Harpy Queen. Cyber Harpy Lady, Cyber/Harpy Lady, and there is Harpy Queen. They cannot coexist in the same team. There can only be one queen at a time, looking at you, Charlotte Flair, after WrestleMania 41. Victory Dragon is next, and I'm not sure if we can obtain a shiny version of this monster, since we obtain it in an egg form. So I'm not sure if you can obtain it as a shiny version or not. Same with our mascot Ojama Yellow. I'm not sure of that fact. I will have to fact check and then come back to you about it. Happy Lover and Shining Friendship. Starting now, we have some new additions in patch 4.6 with a splash of a few monsters from patch 4.5, starting with Avatar of the Pot, that's definitely new. Warrior of Zera is not new. Electromagnetic Turtle is not new. Ambulance Roid, Ambulance Rescue Roid, Agido is definitely part of our team in our timeline and yours. Agido, the Ancient Sentinel. Keldo and Kelto, the Sacred Protector. Now with the newest additions, Volcanic Scattershot, Volcanic Hammerer, Volcanic Doomfire, and Volcanic Queen. Looking at you, Axel Brody, if you're there somewhere. Clear Vice Dragon, and that was the ace monster of Fujiwara, the Clear World player, if I remember correctly. Then we have Honest, and we have Honest Neos, which gives the inference that all other versions of Neos are not honest, if you think about it. Next we have the 3 newly added Sacred Beasts. Haman, Lord of Striking Thunder, Raviel, Lord of the Phantasms, and Uriah, the Lord of Searing Flames. I cannot wait to add you to the team. Followed by Amazoness Baby Tiger and Amazoness Tiger. Maybe with all the Amazoness cards we will get... what was her name? The Amazoness girl that she liked Bastion, Misawa? Talia, I think her name was... Or Tanya. Tanya, not Talia. Tanya, I think is her name. So maybe she's got added as well. Impachi, Blazing Impachi, and Charcoal Impachi. That's very interesting. Sinister Serpent. That's a mini version of Rykard, I think. We got Rykard as a shiny Serpent Knight Gih before, so who knows. Tri-Horn Dragon! Wow, I didn't know you got added. So this is the one of the ace monsters I had in, what's it called? Power of Chaos. Yeah. So I'm very interested in adding you to the team. That's very good. Spear Dragon. Okay, we have some piercing damage here. POKeDRACO, who evolves into Dora. Gokibor, who evolves into Gogipole. That's interesting if Weevil has that card, because Yugi is gonna have some beef with you again, sir. We have Breaker the Magical Warrior in our team. Giant Soldier of Steel is a new evolution for Giant Soldier of Stone. Steamroid, that's a new addition. Cloudian Nimbusman, yeah, Cloudian Nimbusman, and Cloudian Eye of the Typhoon. Wait, do we have... what's his name? I don't remember his name, but the Cloudian guy who then switched to the Exodia deck. Maybe we have that. Jinzo Returner, which is a pre-evolution of Jinzo. We still are waiting for Jinzo Lord. Heavy Metal King, the true form of our 3 days grace. I can't wait to get my hands on you, sir. Horus, Black Flame level 4, 6, and 8. No spell cards allowed. Firewall Dragon. What? Wait, do we have Playmaker? That would be something. Egyptian God Slime, welcome back. This monster evolves when you have Obelisk and Revival Gem in the same team. But what was I thinking about? I was thinking about my Master Duel deck. Yeah. Okay, I was thinking about something else not related to this ROM hack. Sorry about that interaction. Flame Cerberus, another ace monster from Forbidden Memories. Do we have Mystical Sand? That would be awesome if Mystical Sand is like the evolution of Elena, the witch that we can obtain. That's interesting. Verte Anaconda. I don't like that monster, so... Laundry Dragon Maid. Okay, the Dragon Maids have made their impact into this ROM hack. Gate Guardian Thunderwind, a pre-evolution to Gate Guardian. Cyber Dark Horn, Cyber Hark Dragon. Okay, Zane just got an upgrade. Cyber Dark Horn, Cyber Dark Keel, I remember. And Cyber Dark Dragon. That's interesting. Rescue Cat, that's a new rescue monster. Chimeratic Overdrive, I didn't see that. Wow, definitely Zane is gonna have that in his team. Link Kuribo, we definitely have Playmaker somewhere. Dragon Master Knight, how do you obtain that? I have no idea. Those are new additions in your timeline. Wow. Nibiru the Primal Being, Dark Magician Girl the Dragon Knight, finally added into the game. Helios the Primordial Sun, Helios Duo Megistus, and Helios Trismegistus. I tried to make a deck revolving around those monsters in Yu-Gi-Oh! GX Tag Force Evolution. And it kinda worked, but kinda not at the same time, so I'm very interested to see if they're gonna be a part of our team this time. Elemental Hero Blade Edge, and Elemental Hero Plasma Vice. Wow, Jaden's that also got an upgrade, a huge upgrade in fact. Wow. What is the name of the monster that's between Blade Edge and Wild Heart? It would be fun if we had that too, but I'm getting a bit too greedy, but that is the complete Pokedex in your timeline, of course, and I have finished my mission for now, following the instructions of the Overlord Dio Brando, and you are now free to go back to your timeline. And of course, remember that he's always watching. Till we meet again. Change reality or anything like that? No, sir, I don't think that's possible. So, the next step is to talk to this Pokemart person right here and deliver the parcel to Professor Oak. Thank you very much, sir. And please allow me to use the speed up button here and there in order to speed up return journeys like this one, for example. Back to Pallet Town. Okay, that's not nice, Kuribo. And hello there, happy lover. Okay, don't take us down, please. And now is a perfect opportunity to show you Heal Team. So now we're healed back to full health, so that's a very nice added feature. And this is Roman's house. This is where you would find Jay and Jimmy and Jacob and Tama playing PlayStation, celebrating after WrestleMania, of course. Oh, Adham! How is my old card doing with you? Well, we didn't receive it that long, but maybe he's talking about that it's an old card for him, not for us. Well, it seems to be growing more attached to you. Maybe because it has iron barbs, perhaps that's the reason. You must be talented as a duelist, or that. Yeah, that could be a reason too. What's that? You have something for me? Yes indeed, sir. Ah, it's a structure deck. I had it on order. Thank you. Gramps, Roman interrupts. I almost forgot. What did you call me for? Alright, I have a request for you too. On the desk, there is my invention, the Pokedex. It automatically records data on monsters you have seen or caught. It's a high-tech encyclopedia. Adham and Roman, take these with you. Okay, thank you very much, Professor. You can't get detailed data on cards by just seeing them, you know. You must open packs to obtain complete data. So, here are some packs to help you get started, and you switched you and get over here. We received 5 packs, good to know. You'll obtain 8 packs total after you defeat each gym leader. And a note that each pack unlocks 1 monster each, so that is something to consider. Remember though, legendary monsters can only be pulled in a master pack. Okay, that's another important point. If you want unlimited packs, however, enter code FREEPACKS in the NES in your bedroom. So this is our first password here, guys. Free packs for unlimited packs. Good to know. To make a complete guide on all the cards in the world, that was my dream, you know. But I'm too old for that now. I can't get the job done. Don't say that about yourself, Professor. So, I want you two to fulfill my dream for me. Get moving, you two. This is a great undertaking in Yu-Gi-Oh! History. Alright, Gramps, leave it all to me. Adham, I hate to say it, but you won't be necessary for this. I know. I'll borrow a town map from my sis. I'll tell her not to lend you one, Adham. As a Yu-Gi-Oh! Player, I doubt you even know how to read card effects, that's a bit harsh. Let alone a map. When I think about it, yeah, I kinda don't with the newest pendulum cards. Who has the time for that? So, sorry, but that's kinda true. Now, before we leave the lab, let me tell you a small detail that I noticed in a different game, the Pokemon TCG game. If you look closely at the supporter cards, you can actually tell where the character is standing by the background. So for Professor's research card, where you see Professor Oak, if you notice the background is actually exactly this one in the PokeLab. So I advise you to check the backgrounds in those cards and try to figure out where each trainer is located. And I really loved where Dawn was standing and the other trainers too, Sabrina for example. Okay. So yeah, that's a very nice little detail that I really enjoyed in the Pokemon TCG game. Now, let's obtain the town map from Daisy here. Grandpa asked you to run an errand? Gee, that's lazy of him. Here, this will help you. Thank you very much, Daisy. And it's confirmed now that Daisy is part of the bloodline, so that's awesome. Next, we are going to the Poke Center to unlock those packs, which is a very nice added feature. But let me show you how exactly it works. Now here at the Poke Center we have this multitasker right here. Each time the patch gets updated he gets a new task. So in the beginning he was a move tutor teaching moves after you obtain badges. Next, nature changer for monsters that you obtain. So for our Duneworm, what can we call our Duneworm? She is relaxed at the moment. You know what, let's keep her relaxed, why not? But now, let's open some packs. We have 5 packs in our inventory and we can open a master pack or one of the types. We have Bud, Dark, Dragon, Electric, Fairy, Fighting, Fire, Flying, Ghost, Grass, Ground, Ice, Normal, Poison, Psychic, Steel, Rock and Water. How can I decide which one to open though? I thought in the beginning to only open master packs, but I thought that has an increased probability of getting legendaries, so you know what, I'm gonna refrain from doing that. I actually have another solution. Enter the Wheel of Destiny! So I added all 19 options here on this picker wheel, and I just spin and it tells me what type of pack I should open. So let's spin and see what fate has in store for us, shall we? Okay, it's very fitting that Ojama is gonna be our first pick. Normal type is our first pack opening, so let's open that and see what the normal pack holds for us. It's all the way down here, normal. So we have the option to open 1 pack, 3 pack, 5 packs and 10 packs, so of course I'm gonna do one each time. So drum rolls please. We obtained Moki! That's a very nice pull, thank you very much, sir. Now, let's go back to the wheel and check our second pack monster, what type it's gonna be. A rock type! Okay, that's interesting. So I will go and open a rock type pack and see what that gives us. So rock type is gonna be down here, and 1 pack as always. Alpha the Magnet Warrior, that's very interesting, good to know. We have 3 packs left, but I think I'm gonna save some of them, but I need 1 more monster, so let me go back to the wheel and open 1 more pack here. Our third pack will contain a poison type monster. Man, okay, that's gonna be very weak against Rex Raptor's team, but that's what the wheel said, so let's see what that will get us. Okay, 1 pack, and let's see what we have in store. Venom Boa. Wow, that's interesting. Venom Boa can evolve in 2 ways, so I'm very interested in that. 2 packs left. Now, we have Needleworm, a poison type. You know what, I absolutely have to open 1 more pack, so I really wanted to save 2 packs after we defeat Rex Raptor to be added to our 8, but I don't think we are able to. I need one more member, so let's go back to the wheel and get something that is super effective against Rex Raptor's team. So, Wheel of Destiny, go! Okay, a ground type. Not the answer I was looking for, but let's open a pack and see what that brings us. Black Terra! Wow, welcome back! I remember adding you to the team before, and I love your evolution over Tex Plotless, which I can't wait to see it in the upcoming Jurassic World movie. And I just had the weirdest deja vu. Did I say that before? I'm pretty sure I didn't, but that was weird. Anyway, welcome to the team, Black Terra, and I'm gonna save my last pack here because we are on scaled right now. That means I think it's wiser to save your packs until you have more gym badges to unlock stronger and stronger monsters. So I'm gonna do just that. So let's check our team. Wow, this is a very interesting team to face Rex Raptor with. Starting with our starter, of course, the Dune Worm. Bug and Ground Dual Nature, Relaxed Nature, Iron Barbs, Poison Sting and Strain Shot. Next we have Moki, which is normal flying, calm nature, of course it is. Cloud 9 negates weather effects, and of course it is. And I notice you have an Essence special attack. That's very interesting. Fairwind and Yawn. Okay, Yawn is a signature move, of course. Alpha the Magnet Warrior, your brave nature, that's awesome. Magnet Pull, trap steel type Pokemon, and you have an Essence special attack as well. Wow, besides defense, you both are basically the same stats. That's a weird coincidence, okay. You have Thunder Shock and Thunder Wave, which I'm pretty sure are useless against Rex Raptor's team, but we pulled you, so we are going to run you in the team. Venom Boa is next, which is a female. That means that she can evolve into Venomenaga, and I'm very excited about that. She is Relaxed Nature. That's the second Pokemon we have with Relaxed Nature. Poison Touch can poison foe on contact, 30% of that happening, that can be very useful. Besides Poison Sting, Leer and Constrict, so Venom Boa is our poisoner in the team, fitting. Next we have Black Terra, the terror in the sky itself. It's flying ground nature, quiet nature, yeah, that's how it hunts. And Early Bird awakens quickly from sleep and SN attack. Wow, that's a very powerful monster. Peck, Growl and Supersonic. Wow, you are going to be a very powerful monster in our team, Black Terra. And we also have the feature to nickname our monsters, so I'm gonna call you the name I called you before. You are our Terror in the Sky. People are terrified when they see you. Do you remember what happened in Jurassic World when that happened? Yeah, that was a scary scene. And there's no space for the exclamation mark, but you get the idea. So the Terror in the Sky joins the team. And with that, I think we are ready to continue our way. Thank you very much, Mr. Multitasker. I'm gonna call you Dorothy from now on, or Sadie. Dorothy and Sadie would have been awesome to be added to this game, so Nurse Joy would be Dorothy, and you would be Sadie, but I love where Drumhack is going right now, and yeah, let's continue our way. Oh, and do we still get the fishing rod from you, sir? Indeed, we received the old rod. Okay, that's excellent. Let me try and use it on this lake right here. Okay, a Beaver Warrior. And I remember there was Alligator Sword if I... Oh, I don't have access to the Dex Nav yet, so that's our next step. But first, let me obtain this potion right here. And then we obtain the Dex Nav by talking to Reginald over here. Yeah, I remember you, Reginald. Oh no! I just lost a shadow duel to those gentlemen behind me, and I'm about to get sucked into the Shadow Realm. Quickly, before I go, give me your Pokedex, Adham, so I may upgrade it. Okay, but it's very suspicious that you know my name, Reginald. Now you have access to the Dex Nav. Please, fulfill my dream and complete the Pokedex, Adham. You have to. I can't fight the shadows any longer. Wait, tell me how you know my name. Reginald. Okay, and he just disappears, so that's something, and those gentlemen disappear as well. But not for long, they are waiting for us right here. So, here we have access now to this menu right here, where we can access the PC wherever we are. This is a very welcomed addition in the previous patches. We don't actually have to go to the Poke Center to deposit and withdraw Pokemon, and Davi told me in the comments a very nice trick where you can heal your Pokemon by depositing them, then withdrawing them before the addition of this heal team prompt in the game. So thank you, Davi, I remember your help, of course. Next we have the Dex Nav menu. Now, if you go back to Roland at Professor Oak's lab, he has a new setting for the Dex Nav. If you would like all the question marks to be available from the get-go. But I'm not gonna activate that feature in my playthrough. I like to keep surprises. But this is a feature that you can unlock at Roland at the Professor lab if you would like. And hello there, Petite Moth. Meet our Doonworm, our newest starter duel monster. I'm sorry that I can't add you to the team. Hey Grunt, you deal with this ugly kid. Ugly? Really? I'll be heading off to Mount Moon. You there? I won't let you through. With the power of Exodia, I'll banish you to the Shadow Realm. And I remember I said, you have Exodia? Really? Team Rocket Grunt. And he sends out Beaver Warrior, whose name is Exodia. So that is very funny. But yeah, you can't just tackle my Doonworm like that, Mr. Grunt. And you get poisoned, yeah. Okay, I think I will switch now to someone else. How about we feature our Alpha the Magnet Warrior here? And let's use Thunder Shock. Okay, decent amount of damage. And one more Thunder Shock to take you down, sir. Well, I can say that I've defeated Exodia now. Goodbye, Beaver Warrior. And Doonworm is now level 6. Beaver Warrior is the Exodia of my heart. Yeah, and I will meet you again later, sir. Oh no! This duel took longer than it should have. I'm going to be late for the meeting in Mount Moon. Well, we must go there and see what you have at Mount Moon, sir. Beaver Warriors may be small, but they can slice you in two. Okay, there is a grammatical mistake there. Are you going through Viridian Forest? Be careful, there are man-eating bugs there. Yeah, I'm not a big fan of those. My Kuriboh will clear this forest of all its insects. Yeah, if you check the Dex Nav here, we only have seen the Petite Moth that dwells in here, but we do have more insects that dwell here. And of course you can use the Infinite Repel option, but I would like to check if we can catch a glimpse of maybe a shiny monster somewhere. Or maybe it will be a surprise if we get an encounter with a monster that is recently added to the patch. Okay, Parasite Caterpillar, hello. Not a big fan of you against my Doomworm. And we obtain another potion. I was throwing Pokeballs to catch Pokemon and I ran out. That's why you can never have too many Pokeballs. Well, I'm using a pack simulator, sir, so I'm not relying on that. Hey, you have a deck. Come on, let's duel. Oh, he just said what I'm gonna... I thought his dialogue ended there. Okay, great minds think alike, Rick. So, you have Parasite Caterpillar and, if I remember correctly, also a Petite Moth. So, we are not very effective against you with our Poison Sting, and you reply with a Poison Sting of your own, of course. But you poison us, which I don't appreciate, sir. So I'm gonna switch our Doomworm, and let's feature our Venom Boa here. And let's use Poison Sting of our own here against you. Maybe you will get poisoned. Okay. Okay, this could take a while, so I'm gonna use the speed up button to hurry up this battle. And it's not getting poisoned for some reason. Maybe it's very resistant to being poisoned since its evolution is Poison Butterfly after all. Oh, and you can paralyze us. That's not good. But you're nearly down, so excellent job there, Venom Boa. And goodbye. And Venom Boa is now level 6. Maoke is now level 6 as well. Alpha the Magnet Warrior as well. Petite Moth comes next. And against Petite Moth, I'm sorry, but I'll have to send out our Terror in the Sky for you. Man, a worm versus a pterodactyl, I wonder how that will go. And Peck is super effective, I forgot about that, so I should have led with the Terror against the bug catchers in this area. And now the Terror is also level 6. And Doomworm is level 7. Awesome, awesome. Venom Boa is level 7 as well. No! My bugs are too weak! Oh, I'm sure you can get them stronger in no time, Rick. Shh! You'll scare the bugs away. Another time, okay? Sure, Rick. So, let me switch our Terror in the Sky up front and face this next trainer. Yo, you can jam out if you're a Pokemon trainer. I have no idea what that means, but you can ask Johnny Steps about jamming with your dual monsters. So, now we have a super effective move against you, Parasite Caterpillar. Wow, a critical hit too. No chance at all. Maoke is now level 7, and he learned Encore. Okay, sure. Petite Moth is next, unfortunately. Yeah, sorry about that, Petite Moth, but you had no chance against our Pterodactyl, so... yeah, sorry about that. And the Terror in the Sky levels up. Learn Sand Attack, that is very useful. And Man-Eater Bug is next, so let's show him how eating is actually done by pecking you. Defense mode? Really? Yeah, it's not gonna work against our Terror, sir. Venom Boa level 8, awesome. Huh? I ran out of Pokemon. That totally stinks. I'm going to catch some stronger ones. Well, good luck with that, sir. And I remember you, and unfortunately I just noticed I can't get any gift Pokemon from this bug catcher over here, so that's very unfortunate. Okay. Another Parasite Caterpillar, thank you very much. Now, there is a bug catcher over here, if I reckon. Indeed. I might be little, but I won't like it if you go easy on me. Do you mean young, not little? In writing, maybe? Okay. Petite Moth, sure. So I think I'm gonna speed up those battles. No need to see Petite Moth suffering like that. Moki level 8, Alpha the Magnet Warrior level 7, and we learned Mud Sport. Not gonna use it, but thank you. Mud Slap, however, is a very good move, and it decreases accuracy as well. So that's a very nice move to be learned by our Doomworm, actually. Okay. You know what? Let's check it out. So Doomworm will come out here and use Mud Slap. Not very effective, but decreases your accuracy, so... And she avoids the attack, that's awesome. Yeah, Mud Slap is a very nice addition to our Doomworm's arsenal of moves. And you get hurt by the iron barbs in the process. Wow. Okay, I'm appreciating our Doomworm now, especially with the Oranberry activating like that. But let's take it down using our Poison Sting, shall we? Goodbye, Man-Eater Bug. Oh boo, nothing went right! That means it went left. I lost some of my allowance. Sure. Moki can learn some flying moves, right? But we don't have any at the moment, so... Did you know that Pokemon evolve? Yes sir, and I can't wait for ours to evolve in the process. Charlie has Cocoon of Evolution. Okay. Weather effects have disappeared, good to know. Okay, decent amount of damage. And one more, Moki. And you're now level 9, awesome. Venom Boa level 9 as well. Another Cocoon of Evolution, you know what? Let's feature our Alpha the Magnet Warrior here. And use Thunder Shock. And you're paralyzed, but it did something to remove the paralysis. Okay, this is not working here. So, Venom Boa perhaps? And try to poison you? Okay, poison effect has been dealt, and Cocoon of Evolution goes down. Awesome job, everyone. And Venom Boa is now level 10. Awesome. Learned Lick. Okay. Doomworm level 9. Another Cocoon of Evolution. You know what? Venom Boa can poison this one, and that will help immensely in taking it down. Thank you very much, Venom Boa. And goodbye, Cocoon of Evolution. Moki, now level 10, and learned Gust. Finally, a flying type move besides our Terror in the Sky spec. So, we are so ready for the rest of the bug catchers in this area. But Pokemon evolve quickly. They're a lot of fun. Indeed, sir. Do you know our ace monster? And what do we have here? Another Parasite Caterpillar. Potion. And this is the way back. So, let's heal team and face you, sir, because I remember you have a very strong beans man. Yeah. Hey, wait up! What's the hurry? Why the rush? Because I didn't actually want to face you, sir, but here we are. Sammy? Yeah, Jerry Beansman. He's a beansman who's called Jerry, so let's peck you. Okay, that's a very decent amount of damage, but the absorb can be very annoying. So that's why I healed my team, because this absorb is very annoying. And a critical hit to finish things off. Okay, that's awesome. Venom Boa is trying to learn rap. Okay, it's gonna become a rapper. So 1590 instead of 10-100. And this is a ghost type move, it may also paralyze. Am I gonna use Leer? I may, so I'm sorry Rap, but you're not gonna be a rapper, Venom Boa. I give! You're good at this! Well, thank you very much, sir. But point of advice against this trainer, guys. Jerry Beansman may have the ability Harvest. So if you face him with a Pokemon that holds the Oran Berry, like your starter does, that can be very annoying because he can continuously heal up with the Oran Berry, so be careful about that. Sometimes you can find stuff on the ground. I'm looking for the stuff I dropped, can you help me? That sounds like a side quest, but I don't know how to activate it, so we're gonna continue our way. And just before we leave, let me check the dex nav of what dwells here. So all of those monsters dwell here, and two more that we haven't seen yet. Witch of the Black Forest is one of them, and perhaps Basic Insect, but I'm not sure about that. And here, oh, we have 4 monsters that we haven't seen before, so that's very interesting. Lord of D, hello. You were a very nice addition before. Hello there, Kuribo. Okay, doesn't want to tell us what dwells in this patch of grass, so let's continue our way then. Into Pewter City, hello. Back in my day, Yu-Gi-Oh! Was simple. We didn't have the Synchro Summons, the Xyz Shokans, Pendulum Monsters, and whatever the hell Link Climb is. I remember being able to set Man-Eater Bug and packs, you know? Those were the days. Yeah, and I agree with you, old man. Well, I don't enjoy modern Yu-Gi-Oh! Anymore, so yeah, I prefer the old format. There aren't many serious trainers here. They're all like bug catchers, you know? Just hobbyists. But Pewter City's gym leader is not like that one bit. He's an expert with ground types. Yeah, and we're gonna face him shortly. And this lady over here gives us an item. Thank you, Mateo Pepe, for bringing our attention for her. Hello, mind if I take a look at your deck? No, actually. Wow, you're so toxic. This item is perfect for you. And I would like to say that whatever your answer is, yes or no, she's still gonna say that you're toxic, so yeah, that says more about you than it does about me. Get away from me, you toxic creep! Yeah, okay, I will do just that, don't worry. A monster becomes easier to catch if it has a status problem. Sleep, poison, burn, or paralysis. Those are all effective, but catching monsters is never a sure thing. What are you talking about, boy? You catch monsters by having Konami your credit card. Yeah, that's true. Now, there is something funny about Pewter City. Let me see if they fixed it. Not you. You have a dialogue that's normal. Psst, Do you know what I'm doing? Yes, I do, but I'm gonna say no. I'm spraying Repel to keep wild Pokemon out of my garden. Yeah, and we do have an infinite Repel here that I didn't activate yet. The funny thing is with this trainer right here that prevents us from going to Mount Moon before defeating the gym leader in Pewter City, you're a trainer, right? Brock's looking for new challengers, follow me! So, it's not fixed yet, so it's still Brock, not Rex. Maybe they wanted to keep Rex's name or identity as a secret until you enter the gym. Okay, let's hurry that up. If you have the right stuff, go take on Brock! Or Rex Raptor in our world. Yeah, I will do just that, but I just noticed something that is very sad for me. This scientist right here. What's this? You're a sealed only player? That means you can't take this annoying egg from me! Oh no! Yeah, oh no indeed, sir, and yeah, I'm locked out of adding that egg to our team, which is very annoying. I just learned what effect monsters are. Oh, you have a long way ahead of you, boy. I'm looking to hire a tutor for my son. How comfortable are you with field spells? As long as they are not that mine field spell, I'm fine with all the others, actually. My Kuribo loves to stare at the moon, and that is a hint to use a moonstone at Kuribo. So, let's talk to you, actually. Hiya! Do you want to dream big, boy? Do you dare to dream of becoming the Pokemon champ? I'm no trainer, but I can advise you on how to win. Let me take you to the top. Yes, please. Alright, let's get happening. The first Pokemon out in a match is at the left of the Pokemon list. By changing the order of Pokemon, you may gain an advantage. Try different orders to suit your opponent's party. Okay. Stop right there, kid. You're 10,000 light years from facing Rex. And I remember I said the dialogue that this is not the correct sentence, and he is gonna say the same thing after we defeat him. And you lead off with Little D. Hello there, Little D. Long time no see. And this is a nice opportunity to check out our Doonworm's Mud Slap. Is it gonna be effective against Rex Raptor's team? Perhaps not against his Ace Monster because it can fly, but what about his other members? No, it's not super effective. But we have the Oran Berry, we have the Iron Barbs, so our Doonworm can hold its own, especially with the decreased accuracy. We avoid the attack, excellent. Decrease your accuracy again, and now it's time to poison you, sir. Thank you. And goodbye. And Doonworm is now level 10, awesome. Alpha the Magnet Warrior, level 9. Baby Dragon is next, and you know what? We do have Milky our team, which is a fairy type, and fairy is super effective against dragons. Level 11. Okay, so let's use Fairy Wind. Decent amount of damage there. The Terra in the Sky level 9. Darn! Light years isn't time, it measures distance. Yeah, that's true, sir. You're pretty hot, Rex. Not so much. Oh, I have... Okay, I'm not gonna question that. But now, we have to prepare for Mr. Rex Raptor here, so I'm gonna use our rare candies on our team members. Oh, Bite! Okay, Bite is a nice addition to our moveset. Instead of Supersonic, or Growl perhaps? Growl could be beneficial, so instead of Supersonic here, Dust Tornado. Okay, another flying type move, 60-100. The foe is blinded by a Dust Tornado. May lower accuracy 10% of the time. Power is doubled in a sandstorm. What a move! So definitely that will replace Peck in our arsenal. Wow! Okay. The Terror in the Sky is also learning Wing Attack. This is 60-100, this is also 60-100. The foe is struck with large, imposing wings spread wide. But this just has the lower accuracy chance and doubled in a sandstorm power. No, it's not gonna replace our move. And level 14 is the level cap. Okay, no new moves for Moki. And Sand Attack for Alpha the Magnet Warrior. Okay. Rock Throw. Not gonna be super effective, but it's better definitely than Mudsport, so I'm gonna learn it instead of it. Not you, I meant Venom Boa here. Fell Stinger. What is that? $50-100 bug type move. When the user knocks out a target with this move, the user's attack stat rises drastically. Huh. That's very interesting. So we may actually use this feature against Mr. Rex. And I have to admit that this team is not the best team to face Mr. Rex Raptor with. But one must try. So I'm gonna heal everyone back up to full health and try our luck against our first gym leader, Mr. Rex Raptor. I'd be the 8th gym leader if I didn't lose my red eyes to Joey. But no worries, because my dinos are all rock hard and ready to pound you into the ground. That's right, Light Yagami reference. My dinos are all the ground type. So prepare to be sent back to the Stone Age. Here we go, Rex. And he starts off with Little D, sure. What are you gonna do with the Terror in the Sky hits you, brother? With the Dust Tornado. Okay, decent amount of damage. And your first move is to activate Sandstorm. Are you sure about that, Rex Raptor? Fine by me. Activate Double Powered Dust Tornado. Wait, those are 3 tornadoes now. That's a nice amount of damage. And you have Fire Fang? Wow, okay. Did you notice the animation there, guys? Let me show it again when we take down Little D. Dust Tornado! And he withdrew him. For Megazowler, okay. Notice how many tornadoes are there. There are 3. So that's such a nice little detail for the interaction between a move and the weather. I need to pay more attention to that in the future, but a very nice little detail there. Thank you to the ROM hack maker and those who helped him in making this game as awesome as it is. I don't like Tail Whip, but as long as the Sandstorm rages, I will continue using the double power Dust Tornado here. Okay, Tail Whip again is definitely not good. And the Sandstorm subsided, so definitely we're going to switch out now. To be honest, Alpha the Magnet Warrior and Venom Boa, you're both a very bad matchup here. So it's either Moki or Doonworm, and I'm gonna pick Doonworm for the sole reason of poisoning, I was gonna say paralyze, Megazowler here, and you just reactivated Sandstorm. Had I known that, I would have kept the Terror in the Sky. But sure, I will use... Wait, Mud Slap is super effective? Definitely I'll use that! And I will decrease your accuracy in the process. That is awesome! And the same amount of damage as Dust Tornado with double power during Sandstorm, so that's awesome, Doonworm. We may actually take down a dinosaur using our Doonworm. That was not in my plan, but it's awesome if it happens, and that's a lot of damage. I like that. Okay, Bulldoze is definitely not good. Ouch, and a critical hit too! But our Oranberry will save us some HP points. Yeah, that was not good. We decreased accuracy, but it still hit, so hopefully that will not happen again after we decreased it one more time. So another Mud Slap, and yes, we avoid the Bulldoze. Excellent job there, Doonworm. Come on, take down this dinosaur. Okay, he tried to attack with a Bulldoze, but oh, he survives. Mega Zowler is very resilient here, but hopefully we can take him down using Fell Stinger to increase our attacking power. And yes, we avoid another Bulldoze. That's a very nice animation. Excellent job there, Doonworm, taking down a dinosaur. Haha! Now he's going to send out his Ace Monster, Twin-Headed King Rex. You know what? Ace Monsters shall clash. So, Doonworm, use. Mud Slap is not effective, so let's poison him instead. Okay, Rock Tomb is definitely not good against our Moki or our Terror in the Sky, but hopefully this poisons. No, it does not. And you scratched our Doonworm, which hurts you on the way out. Because it's an Ace Monster, sir, so I'm gonna try and poison you using Venom Boa. Hopefully we can poison you before you take her down. Okay, Growl, he did not attack, thank you for that. That is a very little damage there. I don't appreciate that. But it's now poisoned. Excellent job, Venom Boa. You have done your job. So I think I will keep Venom Boa healthy for the rest of the team. So for now, let's send out our other bad matchup monster, Alpha, the Magnet Warrior. Rock Tomb basically is the only monster that can tank Rock Tomb in our team right now at the moment. So let's spam Sand Attack. But he's growling, so that's good. To decrease his accuracy and let the poison do its work. But you have an Oranberry as well, because you're Rex Raptor's Ace Monster, sure. Excellent job there, Alpha, come on. One more. Yes, this Rock Tomb misses, so we are doing very well here. Wow, Venom Boa and Alpha the Magnet Warrior working together very well. After I just said they are a bad matchup, they are taking down Rex Raptor's Ace Monster together. Yes, and he avoids another attack. So I stand corrected. They changed my mind. Now, I think it's time to Rock Throw to deal some damage here. Thank you for avoiding this Rock Tomb. And the poison takes you down. Excellent job, Alpha, and excellent job, Venom Boa. Both of you did wonderfully here. And he's back to his little D, sure. I will send him back to the Terror in the Sky. You cannot escape the terror, kind sir. Now, let's take you down using Dust Tornado. And notice that it's only one tornado at the moment. Fire Fang hits though, you survive with 1 HP, and you burn our Terror in the Sky, little D. You definitely did not want to go without a fight, and I respect it. But without the Sandstorm, Dust Tornado is only one tornado in the animation, and I appreciate those little details. So his last monster is Urabi, so now it's time to use Moki, and he joins the fight. Cloud9 is activated. Stop cheating, Rex Raptor says, but I'm trying to defeat you fair and square, sir, using Yawn. You have no other monsters to switch to after you go to sleep, sir. Hopefully it lands. And it lands! Excellent job there, Moki. Now, if you survive the next hit, we can land Gust, so... hopefully? No, Moki goes down, but he has done his job. Our Urabi is asleep, so now let's decrease your accuracy using Alpha the Magnet Warrior, because remember, we cannot poison a sleep opponent. We have to lower its accuracy first, then when it wakes up we can poison it. Okay, 2 times, 3 times, and you're still asleep, excellent. 4 times, and now you woke up. Okay, you're still not attacking, so this is the 5th sand attack, and I believe 6 should be enough, and then we can start attacking you. And you tried to use sand attack on us, sir. It did not work for you, but it worked for us. So now, rock throw. Decent amount of damage, but this sand attack lands, but it doesn't deter us from throwing another rock at you. And I think I will switch now to Venom Boa and try to poison you, sir. And this has been a very nice matchup so far. Venom Boa and Alpha the Magnet Warrior doing much better than I expected in this duel. Thanks to Moki and the Terran, the Sky, and Doomworm doing excellent jobs as well. So I'm very happy with our teamwork here, but can you get poisoned faster, sir? I'm getting a bit worried. He's not attacking, so that's the important thing. But he's not getting poisoned at all. And I think the AI knows that we have the contact poison touch, so he's not attacking for that reason, which works fine by me. But he now gets poisoned, and that will finish things off for sure. Ha 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 ha! So now I'm gonna constrict you until you fall down to the poison. Venom Boa doing the work. Excellent job, everyone. Now one final constrict to take you down. Excellent job there, everyone. Great team. Great teamwork. And now let's enjoy the music for our first gym badge. Man, I really enjoy playing this ROM hack, and I hope you're enjoying the journey with me, guys. It's very nice to experience this. I was too strong, so you had to resort to cheating, didn't you? That is why I lost. As proof of your cheating, I confer on you this, the official Pokemon League Boulder Badge. Thank you very much, Rex. Just having the Boulder Badge makes your Pokemon more powerful, you know. It also enables the use of the move Flash outside of battle. Of course, a Pokemon must know the move Flash first to use it, Dino Brain. I remember that dialogue. And he gives us Rock Tomb. Thank you very much, Rex Raptor. Does anyone learn it in our team? We'll check that out next part. Anyways, it contains Rock Tomb. It hurls boulders at the foe and lowers its speed. But knowing you, you'll probably find a way to cheat and make the foe speed drop by 2 instead of 1. Yeah, I remember that dialogue. And we obtain 8 packs. Thank you very much. Yeah, this world's got a lot of trainers. So what? Why don't you go buzz off to Cerulean City? I heard their gym leader just got out of prison, you know. Yeah, I remember that dialogue as well. And let's heal up our team and say thank you to the members that granted us victory against Rex Raptor, the Terran, the Sky, Moki, Venom Boa, Alpha the Magnet Warrior, and of course our starter, the Doomworm. This team actually did much better than I expected, and I'm very happy with this pack simulator mode. I hope you are enjoying it too. And our next destination is gonna be Mount Moon, followed by Cerulean City, so stay tuned for that, and I'll see you next part. Goodbye.